If you want to know what's making rounds in the world of sports, especially on the domestic scene, you must be rest assured that CTV, the sports dish, will always have you covered. That happens throughout the day, but specifically Monday to Friday, 1 to 2 p.m. because we discuss nothing but what's making rounds, what's making headlines in the world of sports. This is a sports dish, and Clive Chaze is my name. I don't do this alone. I am always joined by Shaban Lubega together with the Manzi Jamhachi, and with them for the next 1 hour, we are going to be looking at what's making rounds in the world of rugby, in the world of volleyball, in the world of cricket, in the world of basketball, but also the big transfers out there, both domestically and internationally. Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Clive. Good afternoon, Emanzi, and good afternoon, everyone watching us on CTV.
Have you recovered?
Absolutely.
From yesterday?
I don't know what you're talking about. No comment.
Good
afternoon, gentlemen, and good afternoon to the viewers out there. It's always good to be here talking about sports, especially what happens in Ugandan sports. I think as the media, we've got to keep the focus on what happens locally. And yeah, it's good that people keep following that. And maybe they are not talking a lot about Arsenal and Man United.
Not anymore.
Yeah, so we'll try to drive the agenda of local sports.
Well, of course, you can be part of the show by tweeting us. The hashtag at the bottom of your screen is how you can reach us via Twitter, but also the number at the bottom of your screen is our WhatsApp number. You can be able to get to us there. Now, yesterday, if you did watch the show, of course, we had the show from the Cricket Oval in Lugogo. The ICC Cricket World Cup Challenge League B second round did come to an end. As we were leaving Lugogo, coming back to work, guess what? We bumped into the Rugby Cranes. The 15 side was waiting to be flagged off by the State Minister for Sports, Amson Obua, because today morning at about 4 a.m., they were leaving Uganda for France, where they will be taking part in the 2022 Africa Rugby Cup, which is also a qualifier for the 2023 Rugby World Cup. Now, we did catch up with the head coach, Fred Mudola, and the chairman of the National Council of Sports, Ambrose Tashobia, immediately after the flag-off.
Who are heading to France.
Today, the minister flagged us off, wished us all the best, and encouraged the team to dial it off for the country, just to emulate the sevens and the cricket. So I think with those words, I'm sure when we get to France, guys are going to do all their best to represent the country and themselves.
I'm always happy to see teams go out to represent the country, because when they go, they raise the national flag of Uganda. They give us mileage as a country, but more so they give our athletes an opportunity to play at an international scene. Case in point, rugby going to this qualifier in France, this qualifier for World Cup, is a huge opportunity for the Rugby 15.
Well, a huge opportunity. Why is it a huge opportunity? Like we did tell you, the tournament is also a World Cup qualifier, because the team that wins the competition qualifies directly for the World Cup. Then the team that is beaten on the final does play in the global qualifiers to see that they do qualify for the World Cup. But of course, it was last week, Emanzi, we did host the captain of the team, Ivan Magom, and I was talking about them going all the way to the final. Of course, to get there, they have to go past Kenya in the quarterfinals, then either Algeria or Senegal in the semi-finals for them to be in the final. Yesterday, I did engage the coach, Fred Mudola, and he's actually sharing the same sentiments as Ivan Magomo. He believes they have what it takes to make the final.
Well, I would be disappointed if any of them said they did not believe, then maybe the government would not have to waste their money sending the team out there. But the reality is it's going to be a tough ask if you're going to take on a Kenya team that in the past has really been dominant. I think the last time we played them in Kisumu, we managed to beat them, but then they came to Uganda and got the win to win. It should be the Elgon Cup, the last one that was held. And now we're going to face the same team, but maybe in different conditions, far away from home, but it is still a Kenya-Uganda affair. And you believe they always have the upper hand when they've faced us because of their physicality that they usually use to get over us. But the mood in camp, I would not expect the coach to come out and say it's going to be very tough for us. I would those are the words that you'd expect of a leader of a group that is going out there to represent a country. So it's huge. It's a big opportunity for the players, especially they're going to play in France and beyond. I'm one of those who I do not think we shall have enough to go to the World Cup, because it might not help if you, even if you beat Kenya and go to the next round, and eventually there's only one ticket
Algeria,
available.
Senegal are not beatable?
They are beatable. I think the last time we played Senegal in Senegal, we should have beaten them, if I remember well. Oh, actually, I think we lost. Very physical sides, the Algerians and the West African teams have a lot of players in France, and from
they will be home.
What you hear, many of them are going to have their players coming to play for them in France, and that's why one of the reasons that actually the teams from North Africa pushed to have this tournament in France. But by and large, Namibia still remains the toughest team in these qualifiers, and they've been taking the ticket to the World Cup. And I don't think much has changed between the last time they were at the World Cup and now. So they will still be the team to beat. So it does not help you much. Of course, it gives you a bit of confidence if you can go and beat Kenya and even either of Algeria or Senegal. But ultimately, if the goal is to get a ticket to the World Cup, I think it will be very tough for us.
You share the same sentiments?
Yeah, I think it's going to be tough, but I love the fact that these guys are oozing confidence. We are oozing confidence before they travel to France, and them mentioning that...
This is the sevens game, though. This is not what they will be playing.
Yeah, they will be playing the 15s, and Moodle are coming out to suggest that they're going to give their best. Yes, we all know that they can go and give their best, but sometimes your best is not good enough to take you past the opposition you are facing. They are facing a Kenyan side that has always beaten us, has proved stronger than us in the recent years, and they have beaten this side when it's more complete with players who are not going to be part because of a sevens campaign in the Commonwealth included in there. So I expect it to be tough, and probably if we can overcome Kenya, for me I think it is an easier path taking on either Algeria or Senegal, because we beat up on Algeria in the second phase of qualification in that group where we also had Ghana and we managed to top. So facing them probably it is easier, and Senegal, but against Kenya I think it's going to be a tall order. They are so physical, like Emanzi mentions, and the fact that they have beaten us in the recent couple of years tells so much. Going into
and of course, when you look at how we've tormented Kenya of recent, sometimes such things are psychological. I mean, we beat them in the semi-finals of the Africa Cup in the sevens. We've just beaten them in the cricket ICC World Challenge League. We've beaten them actually twice in that competition. So when you have another competition of that magnitude coming around, there's a way psychologically it does psych up one team or the other. So whoever comes probably with mosaic gets to take the day. But of course, with a captain and a coach speaking with a lot of confidence, we have every reason to believe that game is on July 3rd, which should be
Saturday.
July 3rd.
Yeah, it should be, because July 1st will be Friday.
So it's a Sunday game.
Sunday,
It's a Sunday game. So when you come here on Monday,
is it third or second?
No, it's third.
Okay,
We're
that's
playing on the 3rd.
And maybe one thing worth mentioning is the fact that if we lose to Kenya, then we cannot qualify for the World Cup. We'll go into some sort of repechage playing for positions.
I'm also told if we lose to Kenya, it also affects our ranking, because a win against Kenya would, in a way, improve our ranking.
Absolutely.
And maybe to mention that after that they will have to come and take on Kenya again in the Elgon Cup.
So there's a lot of Kenya.
There's a lot of Kenya between now and the end of July.